What's up YouTube, and welcome back to Homebrew Subaru. In this episode I'm going to do some trial fitting and install a few things if I can. So what's up everyone? First thing I'm going to mention is the last couple of videos I've uploaded seem to have gotten quite a bit more views than I normally get. It appears that YouTube is finally recommending my channel somewhat. I do really appreciate it. At the same time, it's just YouTube. It ain't going to change my life. For those of you that are new here, I basically like hack and slash Subarus together and basically drive a Frankenstein on four wheels down the road. Subarus are just Lego for grown-ups, and so that's basically what I'm doing with this car. Where I've left off from last week is just having the engine sit in the cradle, and it's got a couple bell bolts holding it onto the transmission. I did end up going ahead off camera and bleeding the clutch completely out. I did it myself, so it took me quite a while, but it feels really good. Certainly a lot heavier than what was in there, and with all new hydraulics it just feels amazing. So I've kind of left off there. There's a few things I want to start really checking, starting with the exhaust. So I have the NA header on the floor there, along with the WRX manifold. I also want to see if this bracket will work for the WRX alternator. I'm pretty sure it will. I don't see any reason why it won't. And then kind of the WRX power steering pump, sit it in place, and just start going through that stuff. But today is just basically trying to plug through a bunch of the stuff that I'm not sure is going to work or not, and just to verify if I have to make any more changes. So the first thing I want to start with, and something I've already seen a problem with, is the unequal length NA header. So it's an unequal length header for an NA engine, not a turbo engine, and the oil cooler is obstructing it from going on, as well as the crossmember. I wasn't really sure, and I probably should have tried to fit it while it was still, the engine was still on the stand. But just to give you an idea, I can almost get this side up into place, but you can see up in this corner it's touching the pipe, and I even thought of repositioning the cooler. It's just not gonna happen. It's too tight. And then the subframe is really close, but it would certainly need to be notched in order to get that to fit up in there properly. And then here with the factory exhaust manifold, you can see how much room it has to go around everything and how much heavier it is. So I've already gone inside and ordered a WRX header with up pipe. You can't seem to really get them separate cheap. So that's the route that I'm going to have to go. It is going to have a turbo manifold on it. The up pipe is going to have to be modified in order to tilt the turbo away from the intake manifold. At least I know now. So I've slowly made some progress. I've got the bell housing bolts all tightened up. I do have the starter motor in and tight. The motor mounts on the bottom are tight. I went ahead and installed the pitch stop that I had on my old car. The spark plugs are installed, and I've gone ahead and put on the wires and the coil. The filler neck for the oil. I'm ready to mount these brackets. I ended up just going ahead and splashing them with some paint. So it's kind of been waiting for those to dry up. It's a good idea to put some thread locker on the bolts to remount those. Subaru recommends it, and they come out with Loctite. And then I didn't have Loctite on those bolts, and I went to loosen them, and I wouldn't say they were loose, but they weren't as tight as what I would like them. The alternator harness will be reused from the car, and the electrical for the starter is all original to the car. I'm going to put the battery up front for now, but I will relocate it to the rear at some point. But even the starter lead to trigger the starter solenoid is from the car, and it will operate from the car. So I found the alternator that I had on this engine is actually the same alternator. It will just bolt in and plug right in. So from the 2001 NA engine to 2002 WRX to even the 2004 Forester, I've been playing with all the same alternator. So I've got a few spares. I'm going to probably clean up the pulley a little bit and put that on next and get these brackets all tightened up. Now I've managed to get the belt accessories on. So I did go ahead and paint the pulleys. I tried to clean up the alternator as best I could. It was pretty crusty. Gave it a quick blast of clear coat to try and clean it up a little bit. I've got the feed line, which is a braided line that someone upgraded to an AN fitting. I've got that hooked up. The turbo oil feed line I have all hooked up to my little setup down there, and I've routed it underneath the intake because I've seen someone else do that, and I just figured, well, kind of have the braided lines sweeping together, make it look a little bit more uniform, I guess. Factory harness for the alternator coming from the car, just plugs right in, no problem. And I'm just going to give this hardware a quick spray just to try and keep it clean. The belt is at like maximum adjustment. It's an 880 belt, and there's like 2 threads left on the adjuster. So I mean, this is the belt that came with the WRX. I'm just going to use it for the meantime. I have another belt, but it's actually an 890, so that's going to be longer. And here at the back you can see I've got some 5/8 heater hose. I've had to get some 5/8 elbows to make them not kink. Those are all stainless clamps. It's just a high-grade hose from Gates. It'll probably outlast the car. Yes, I know it's red, and I know it looks a little bit hacky, but if you haven't really caught on yet, I'm basically fucking the shit out of this car, and a lot of this stuff's gonna happen all over it. So I'll probably get some 1-inch loom to go over top of the hoses just to protect them from the starter and that line right there. This thing isn't going to move very much because that pitch stop really holds these engines in place. You get a lot of extra NVH coming through the firewall. Even the starter is going to be extremely noisy just from the vibration on the firewall. Now as for the throttle body, it is a cable driven throttle body, the same as what was on the WRX, and I do have the WRX cable on there right now, but the cable's a little bit long for this bracket to pull on the throttle, and I actually kept the original cable from my other car, the GF or GC style car, with pedal assembly, but I don't really want to change all that and keep on getting further away from WRX. So I was thinking, well, I've got another one of these brackets. All I'm going to do is just cut a section out of it, shorten up the length of it so that it pulls the cable back into where it's supposed to be. The cable will be a little bit long, but I mean, that's not a big deal. As long as it works properly and actuates the throttle is my main concern. So really all I've managed to do is get all the easier stuff done, just all the accessory stuff that has to go on the engine to make it run. The wiring, the fuel system, the exhaust, those are all pretty big jobs still ahead, and there'll be likely episodes on each one of those. I'm not quite sure where I'm going next, just because I'm really not sure where I'm going next. But to get this far, I'm quite pleased. I am still waiting for the fitting for cylinder number 4's cooling mod, and there is still plenty of room to get down in behind there, thread that fitting in. I think it's going to come up underneath the intake manifold to back down to the water pump, so I definitely need some hose and maybe an elbow or two. The same with the turbo oil return. I want to replace that hose, and the hose is going for the cooling to the turbo I want to redo. So I mean, there's still like some custom things I have to get done, and that all takes a little bit more time to figure out what I need, go find it in the store, and then get it installed. But yeah, I've made pretty good progress this week, and hopefully next week I've got a new video up, so you're gonna have to check back. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here and you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me. Leave your questions and comments further down below, and I'll see you in the next one.